We would like to share that there has been substantial improvement in his condition over the past 24 hours. We had significant concern about him after the injury and after the event that happened on the field, but he is making substantial progress. As of this morning, he is beginning to awaken, and it appears that his neurological condition and function is intact. We are very proud to report that, very happy for him and for his family and for the Buffalo Bills organization that he is making improvement. He continues to be critically ill and continues to undergo intensive care in our surgical and trauma ICU. He's being cared for by ICU, neurocritical care teams, trauma surgery, and a cardiology team, as well as our expert nurses and respiratory therapists. They are attending to him, and he still has significant progress that he needs to make, but this marks a really good turning point in his ongoing care.
God bless, Delmar. Carry on.
We are happy to entertain some questions, and I believe representatives from the Buffalo Bills are going to help facilitate those for us.
Please subscribe.
31 questions in the chat.
Yeah, Jared, we can't see the chat, but
Dr. Pritz and Dr. Knight, really appreciate.
and then Wolf will be first.
Dr. Pritz, Dr. Knight, this is Hamlin Wolf with NFL Network. Really appreciate you.
God bless, Patriots.
And, sharing some updates.
See you next time.
If possible, can you take us through the timeline from when Delmar arrived in your care to where we are now, as far as what you guys did with his recovery and where that progress in specific is?
Do that with the person who just posed the last question.
Please subscribe.
Did that come through clearly there?
No, can you try again?
Yes, apologies. First of all, appreciate you, Dr. Pritz and Dr. Knight, for your time and your care in this situation. This is Hamlin Wolf with NFL Network. Just wanted to inquire if you can take us through the timeline from when Delmar came into your care and to where he is now, as far as what you guys have done to get him to this significant improvement stage.
Sure, and thanks for being here today. What I can tell you is that our team involved a significant number of the care team involved in helping with Mr. Hamlin on the field on Monday night. He was attended to by 4 of our emergency physicians serving in the various roles as the airway physician, the visiting team medical liaison, a neurotrauma consultant, as well as one of the team physicians for the Cincinnati Bengals. As everybody knows, Mr. Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest on the field, and it was promptly recognized by the Buffalo Bills medical staff, and that allowed for very immediate resuscitation on the field. He was promptly resuscitated. It did require CPR and defibrillation, and at which point he was transported to University of Cincinnati Medical Center, where he was met by Dr. Pritz and the trauma team, as well as our emergency medicine colleagues. He was managed and resuscitated and worked up in the emergency department, had some additional tests in the ED and in the hospital, and then has been managed in the surgical ICU, as Dr. Pritz said. It's been a long and difficult road for the last 3 days. He has been very sick and has made a fairly remarkable recovery and improvement, to the point, as Tim noted, he is now demonstrating that sign of good neurologic recovery, as well as overall clinical improvement, as has been previously reported, related to not just his vital signs, but a lot of his other individual organ recovery.
Thank God. Prayers do happen.
Doctor, this is Thad Brown from WRLC Television in Rochester, New York. Again, like Cameron said, thank you very much for your time and all the work that you've done with this. Can you speak at all to the cause of what happened? What caused the cardiac arrest? And I think specifically, was it simply the actions that happened on the field, or was there something existing that, made Mr. Hamlin I guess something that might be susceptible to this happening?
The answer to that is that workup is ongoing. We do not have definitive answers as to the etiology of the arrest at this time.
Wonder if he got his COVID shot.
Ongoing as he continues to progress.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Dr. Knight and Dr. Pritz. This is Matt.
God bless, Patriots. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
You guys have done. I know you briefly mentioned it to Cameron's question about what the timeline
and thank God for
like.
Delmar being
better. A little bit more detail or explain how critical those first moments were on the field to ultimately get him to this point, and what the doctors and the medical staff and the Bills and Bengals were able to accomplish in that period.
Sure. I think it just speaks really to the immediate recognition that there was something significantly and seriously wrong by the Bills medical staff. The team and I speak together. We cannot credit their team enough. There are often, unfortunately, there are injuries occasionally that happen on sports fields, be it football or others. But it is incredibly rare to have something be this serious that happens like that. And to be that quickly recognized, what they did was immediately marshal the emergency action plan, meaning the emergency medicine services. That prompted the airway physician, the emergency physician that was out on the field, to be at his bedside in less than a minute. He had a prompt
Please continue to pray for him. He's making good recovery, but let's keep playing.
Bystander CPR, which, as many of you know, rarely if ever happens. And so the fact that Mr. Hamlin had immediate bystander CPR in addition to prompt recognition of his arrhythmia to get defibrillated and then back to the return of circulation very quickly, that speaks to that timeline that you were asking about, to get the return of spontaneous circulation with immediate bystander CPR that was performed well, all meeting the standard of what we would expect in that scenario, is what has led us to be able to discuss these good outcomes today.
I will second that. You know, the Bills training staff who was with them immediately recognized that this was not a run-of-the-mill injury and that they had a significant event on their hands.
God bless.
And
talk to you later.
And
subscribe.
got the